Hello, hello, hello. Okay, get closer. Microphone closer to me. Camera to stay about the same. Okay. Hello, hello. Okay, that's probably good enough. It's probably good enough. That's probably good enough. Okay, let's just cover this. Okay. I'll just start by saying that I wanted to use this Bart Simpson mask as a stand-in for myself today, because I was thinking that with all the like new extended capacity that I have, it could be anything that I wanted. And I was talking to somebody the other day about how Bart Simpson is like the ultimate sort of icon for people kind of our age, our time of life. He really represents this kind of childish, pre-adolescent kind of perfection. So I mean, I know I could be anything that I wanted. You know, I could appear before you as, you know, a unicorn or anything that you want me to be. But I decided to use Bart Simpson. Maybe next time you can like make a request or something, and I can use that instead. So, but you have to tell me about it. So I chose the Bart mask to make this easier for me, because it would be really hard for me to look at myself and talk about this. So I just wanted to make it easier to discuss some of the things that I want to discuss, some things that I want to talk about today. So I really just want to talk about my career and the direction that I think it's going. But there are some things before we get there that I need to talk about first, you know. So I'm just give me a second here. Okay, so and then just a few things I need to address first. So sort of I just want to apologize for how long it took me to get this done. I was trying to write down all the things that I needed to say, but then I found out that as soon as I wrote them down, they didn't seem like they were the same things that I wrote down. You know, they seemed a little bit different. So in the weird part is that I wrote this down that you're here right now, but then you know, I had to stop reading it while I was talking. So it's like I wrote it down, and so you're hearing the words that I wrote, but they're not really the same thing that I wrote because I'm not really reading it anymore. You know, it's just I'm just trying to talk to you here. And then when you think about it, like the machine that I've built records everything I say and do anyway. So and then you see Bart Simpson saying it. So writing and talking, it's really like the same thing. I'm just like writing while I'm talking. So you know, everything I do you know, is recorded and tracked. So I don't even really need to be, you know, conscientiously trying to make this stuff anymore. You know, we all just leave stuff everywhere all the time. All this stuff is just following us around, just getting in the way. So we don't really, we make it all by accident. So there's no real need to make anything. Like, I was getting distracted from making this because I kept going to the Taco Bell website, and I was looking at it and I was like, oh, you know, it'd probably just make more sense if I record myself like fucking around on the Taco Bell website, and then that would kind of mean the same thing as, you know, what you're watching now. So this is the first thing. So the next thing I want to say is that the only people that are real to me are the people that are in this room right now, I'm trying to talk to you as directly as I can. I'm trying to say something really important here, important to me. So, I'm looking around at all of you, and I can tell what you're thinking. And honestly, it makes me really, really sad to think about that. So I can't think about the things that you're thinking about for very long. So I just need you to listen to me for a little bit, and then we can go back to thinking your thoughts for a little while. But yeah, just you to follow me. So I just want you to know you are very real and important to me. I'm trying to talk to everyone who can hear me right now. I just want to say I respect you all, but I will not accept any criticism of this. So, we can try to talk about it, but, just want you to talk about real stuff, real important things. I think you're going to understand why soon. So, I came to this realization while I was doing some research, for an image that I was making. I was trying to make the most compelling image I possibly could. So I'm going to make an image that was so good that people would want to masturbate on it, like onto it. And then I was trying to think what's my goal? Like, what am I really trying to do? Sorry, my cat's at my feet here. So I was trying to think my ultimate goal was that the image that I make would become the background for all the computers that the Apple Computer Company makes, and all the telephones that they make. So this would be like the background. But then I thought, if that happens, then it doesn't really, if I'm trying to make it mean something, then it doesn't really mean anything anymore. And that seemed like a big problem. And then I thought maybe I would try to meditate on it, do non-religious meditation. But then I thought, if anyone who meditates and thinks it's not really, this is probably just kidding themselves. And I'm beginning to realize that all the things about these images that I think are important, like slugs and stuff, are not really relevant to anyone but me. So they only kind of exist so that I can look at them. And that's really the only thing important about them. So that kind of brings me to my point. And this is really hard for me to say to you. Really hard for me to talk about this. I have to tell you that I'm quitting. And by the time you hear this, I'll have already said it, and I'll already, have done this. So, you're just listening to a recording, and you're just looking at, this weird picture of Bart Simpson. So, don't, you can't expect to really, hear any more about what I have to say, or, and think about what I think, so you're not really going to get anything from me anymore. So, it's really hard for me to say this. So, I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay. Goodbye.